All right, hello everybody. Hello and welcome back to Roadcraft. Let's get the game up here. All right, so welcome to Roadcraft. We are going to be working on a very long road today. Why that's the long road. So we kind of started on this, but basically we're going to be paving a road all the way up through here, kind of zigzags this way and around over to here, and then an extension up over to here. This might be overkill, but that's what we're going to work on today. That is what we're going to work on. It's going to be a very long road. It's going to be a very big road, and it's going to take some time. So, because we have to get some routes set up that are sending some very unreliable trucks up through this area, so I figure we'll just go ahead and pave it. This road isn't very good anyway, and there's a lot of places these trucks are getting stuck, so let's go ahead and get started. Trick is, I gotta figure out how I want to get across the tracks. Then we're gonna come down this way and just right through here. This is gonna take a little bit of work to try to get the road over the tracks, but I think we'll be able to do that pretty easily. But for now, yeah, we're working on a big road, long road. We are back in Sojourn, so having some fun here in Sojourn. Yeah, hope everybody's having a good day today. Just getting ready for the holidays here, right around the corner. Alright, we're going to dump a little bit of sand right there to help cover this little area here. And let me just get on the other side here. The sand is a little on the light side, and we'll go ahead and just start dumping here. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking good. Alright, I think what I need to do now is I actually need to flatten this sand out a little bit. So I need to find where I left my dozer, which I believe is all the way over here somewhere. Yes, it's right here. Okay. Get you out of the way. You're almost out of fuel, which is kind of a problem, but not one we're going to worry about at the moment. Get out of here. Come on. There we go. We'll have to get this out of here. Bring it over to the job site. We can start flattening what we have done, which is just going to make it a little easier because it is kind of narrow where I've got the sand right now. So we get over there, we can flatten this out. We get up, be able to get the dump truck up there a little easier and keep working. But we have a lot of road to put down. But it is going to look really nice when it's done, I think. I'm also going to have to find my hauler so that we can get the paving equipment over there when it's time to actually pave this long road that we're working on today. But yeah, we're back at the Roadcraft. I know the streams have been kind of not necessarily sparse, but I have cut down from the 2-day streams to just the 1-day stream, and a lot of that was due to some network issues I was having over the past couple of weeks, which I don't want to say they're perfect, but they seem to be a lot more stable than they were about a month ago, so I'm hoping everything is good to go with that. But for now, at least we got the Monday streams rolling. There will not be a Monday stream next week, unfortunately. So I will have some streams next week and some other stuff planned for next week. At the moment, I'm kind of up in the air on if I'm going to have any content ready for the holidays or not. But we shall see. I'm gonna get done what I can get done, but I'm gonna be out of town and not really able to do a whole lot on that front, but it's been a very busy couple of weeks here, so hoping things kind of wind down a little bit as we get to the new year and start off with some new projects, some new ideas, and continue to keep chipping away at those expeditions videos. So still got a lot of expedition stuff coming. But yeah, one thing I need to do is oh, watch out for that rock. That's what I need to do. Be careful for the rock. Get off the rock. There we go. I need to nail down like a more specific stream schedule, because I don't know, I feel like that would be helpful for you guys, the viewers, if it was like, oh, you could always catch me at this time. And I did have that for a couple of weeks until I started getting plagued by network issues, and it was just causing all kinds of problems. So hopefully I can kind of dial that in some more, and we'll be back in business with an actual schedule and those sorts of things. But I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of thinking and planning over the next couple of weeks here. And you know, when we go into 2026, which is crazy to think that we're entering 2026, by the way, I want to have like an actual like plan and schedule and some more, I don't want to say structure, but kind of structure to the channel in terms of an upload schedule, an upload time, stream schedule, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work on that over the next couple of weeks and just kind of coming up with a plan for what the next year is going to look like for the most part. So. But I'll be sure when I get things ironed out, I'll have a. I'm not sure if I'll do a video or a community post, but either way, I'll have information out on what the plan is going to be when we get to it. But I am going to take a better look at the structure of uploads and things like that, and just see how they've been over the past like 5 months and what I would prefer them to be. And a plan moving forward on how I can make those better. Not just for myself, but for you guys, the viewers, as well. I want to make sure that the channel is accessible and there's stuff for you guys to watch and enjoy and all that fun stuff. So definitely going to be doing a lot of planning over the next week or so. Alright, well this is pretty well flattened for now. So let's go ahead and grab the dump truck and keep going with the sand. We're working on heading this way. We got to get over these railroad tracks. And then that's going to get us off into this area here. We should be able to just go right down into this and just kind of follow this path up and just get rid of all the mud and the soft sand there, so let's go get more sand. But yeah, that's the bulk of the what I wanted to talk about in terms of what's coming up ahead. For now, though, we're just going to sit down and enjoy some Roadcraft and have some fun with that and kind of just keep going. There's definitely a lot left to do in Roadcraft. We're still working on this trio of maps, kind of just bouncing between them a little bit. I probably should pick one, maybe kind of hard focus it, but I've been actually having a lot of fun just kind of bouncing between, and just every day we're going to do a different map. Is this dozer still on? It is not. I don't know why it's still making a noise, but... Yes, this is a very, very long road project here, but it's going to be a fun one, I think. It didn't quite turn out how I anticipated it turning out. Let's see. Yeah, I can make that work. I can make that work. The trick is going to be piling up enough sand that we can smoothly get over those railroad tracks. That's kind of the hardest part of this this project right now, is getting over these railroad tracks. I think once we do that, smooth it out. I think the rest of it is going to be pretty easy. It's actually mostly predefined road already. It's just not very good road. But it's just going to be a lot of back and forth here to this quarry. So we have a long ways to go with this road. It's a very long road. Yeah, so this kind of comes down. I wasn't expecting it to kind of loop like it did. So it kind of has that little bit of S shape to it. I was not really necessarily wanting that like S shape, but I think it'll still work. I think we could probably put some extra sand down there and just make that a little bit of a wide section. Kind of make that work, but... I kind of just dumped it all like right here, but that should be fine. All right, let's go grab the dozer and see if we can flatten that out. See how that looks going over the railroad tracks. That actually didn't turn out too bad. There's a ton of sand here, but I think it'll work out. It's still a little bumpy. I do wonder if I need to put a little bit more sand down, at least on the rail section. Can you join me? You certainly can if you'd like to. We're playing on hard mode, so... Yeah, it's hard mode. Yeah, we're playing on hard mode. So we got to run to the sand quarries and do all that. So there's a lot going on here. Give me just a moment. What's the code? I'll get that to you in just a moment. That is... Yeah, that is going to be TMBWJ. And I also have, if you would like, I have Discord channel in the video description link. Type it in the chat. Okay, yeah, no problem. But as I was saying, in the stream description, I do have a community Discord link if you'd like to join. Alright, we gotta get more sand here. Working on this road. Alright. Off we go. Oh, we spilled a little sand there, but that's okay. I wanted to put a little bit right here. Not a lot. Just a little bit to kind of cover those rails a little more. Joining sounds good. I'm wondering if this gap might be a little too narrow for those trucks, but we shall see. The job! We are building a long road. So we are right here building this road up from the sand quarry all the way. We're going to build along this path here and up towards the canyon gas holder. And then we're also going to extend this road all the way up over here to the Oasis gas holder so that we can get those routes going. So that's kind of what we're working on, is just building the road up along the path here. We're going to go just up over here and just build road. That's kind of what we're working on right now. But I appreciate you stopping by and joining in on the fun and the project. I'm going to go get more sand. I'm not sure how familiar you are with hard mode, but all the vehicles do have fuel usage. So if the vehicles are running out of fuel, you'll have to bring those back to the garage to refuel them. Oop, coming through. Alright, here we go. Let me go get more sand. But yeah, I appreciate you jumping in to join. Appreciate it. It's always good to have an extra set of hands to work on these big projects. Is that flat enough or no? Let me take a look. Well, this area is showing up. It looks kind of bumpy over here. Spot's kind of bumpy. Oh, no, no. Oh. Okay. Well, there goes all my sand. That sucks. I just dumped my whole load of sand. Hit the rock and rolled over. Are you using the dozer in manual mode or sand flattening mode? Because if you put it in sand flattening mode, it should make that super flat. Coming up behind you. Because I will be bringing paving equipment over once this is done, so it needs to be like super duper flat. I'm just glad the sand dumping out of the dozer actually flipped the truck back right side up. That actually worked out pretty good. Unfortunately lost that whole load of sand, so we got to go back and get another one, but oh well. Coming through. Let's try this again, but a little better this time. There we go. There we go. Let's go get some more sand. Yeah, just make sure the dozer's in flattening mode, because it's kind of just digging trenches in the sand right now. Can you make sure the dozer's in flattening mode? Because the blade is kind of down in the ground, and it's digging. It must be in manual mode. If you could swap that to sand flattening mode, that would help out a lot. You can't? Okay, let me hop into it real quick. All right, let me see. There we go. It's in sand flattening mode now, so that should help out a little bit. Because it was in manual mode, so the blade was just digging trenches in the sand instead of actually flattening it. So that should help out a little bit. Alright, I am going to head back to the garage to refill my sand truck real quick. And then I'll be back to put some more sand down. If you're low on fuel, take it back to the garage. There's a garage nearby. If you can get it over there. You won't make it? Okay. There we go. This is looking really good now. Let me see what I can do. Try to get it as close to the garage as you can. And let me see what I can do about some fuel. Where is my... I've got a fuel truck somewhere. We're doing... I don't have that actually deployed on this map. Okay, let me... Where is... Yeah, here it is. Okay. You gotta feel... Okay, no worries. I am bringing some fuel over to you right now. There we go. This is starting to look real nice. This is coming along pretty good. Alright, I have refueled the dozer for you. The dozer is good to go. Actually, you know what? I think I should go the other way with this. I was thinking about going up this hill because it'd be a bit more of a straight line, but I'm worried... the route trucks might kind of get stuck on that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a longer route here. I'm going to go this way with it instead. There we go. I think that'll work out a little better. I think trying to send those Wayfarer trucks on the convoy up through this area, I think that might just get them into trouble. So we'll just take the longer way around them there. Oop, coming through. I'm just going to put a little bit of sand down in this spot right here. That should help with that. And then a little bit right here. That should help with some of those light spots there. Just put a little bit more on the rail tracks here. Just to kind of patch that up just a little bit. You all right? You're stuck? Oh, hold on, hold on. Let me get you. Here, drive forward. Let me just push you backwards. Here, let me get you from the other side. Oh. Well, that seemed to have worked. Alrighty. Yeah, that was another reason why I decided to switch up the path and go down the road instead of kind of up that hill there. Coming through here. This is starting to look really nice. Making some good progress here. Well, we've almost got the road to the first destination. Once we get that done, we got to go to the next destination, which is a bit of an extension on the road, so making some really good progress. Just remember when the dozer starts getting low on fuel to bring it back to the garage to refuel it. There's only a little bit of fuel left in that refueling vehicle I dropped off there, so it won't fill it all the way up. This road is turning out great. Time to go fetch more sand. The worst part about this is, like, the further I go, the longer it takes to go get more sand. It's just, I gotta keep traveling further and further to get back to this sand quarry. I'm going to put a little sand right here to cover up this, like, concrete pillar that's kind of sticking out of the sand there. That way we can actually just pave over that. Go. Alright, let's go get more sand. We'll need to get the paver and roller over here when this is all ready to go. Unfortunately, I have them set up on the other side of the map at the moment, so I'll have to go get my equipment hauler and bring those over when we're ready for that step of the project. Well, looks like I missed a little spot here. I'll have to get some sand, touch that up on the way back. Alright, some more sand is on the way. I'm just going to put a little bit right here. That's a little spot I missed. I just noticed your the dozer's at 23% fuel. You may want to think about making a trip over to the garage to top off the fuel tank. It is set up to, when you refuel, you do have to pay for the fuel. So if you want to just take it over to the garage, I can jump in it and pay for the fuel. I'm heading over there to go refuel my dump truck as well, so... Go ahead and get this fuel. We can go get more sand. We're getting pretty close to having all the sand laid down. Let's take a look at how this is going. We got the road all the way up through here. We just need to go up this path and over to here. That's all we have to do. We're just in the home stretch here. It's gonna look real nice when we start paving it. It's gonna look real good. Go. Load up more sand. Yeah, with the dozer. Oh, you're almost there. The entrance is out those doors and to the left. It's the big blue square. You tried. Uh-oh. Here, you want to jump out? I can jump in and should be able to get it over there. Or is it fully out again? Let's see. Oh, good thinking. Quick thinking. Very nice. Should be able to tow me over there. Is the winch not working, or won't let you? Huh. That's weird that it's not letting you use those functions. Yeah, I'm just gonna go, I refueled it with my vehicle here. I'm gonna take it over to the garage and fully fuel it. There we go. That should be good to go. And I went ahead and left it in sand flattening mode for you. Since it doesn't seem to be letting you use those auxiliary functions for some reason. But you should be all set. go get the other cars. That might not be a bad idea. I have... They're all over here. Yeah, I've got the paver and roller right there. And here's my equipment hauler. Let me... go ahead and get this loaded up. What the heck did I get stuck on? What in the world? Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to move this thing with the planks. Well, I was trying to get this thing turned around, and I went ahead and just bottomed it out. At the garage. The blue square? Oh, come on. I don't know why this thing got stuck like it did, but I'm trying to get this unstuck. That might just do the trick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get off this rock. There we go. All right. Okay, I was gonna try to turn this around and back it up in there, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Sorry for the delay. I'm very sorry for the delay. I was trying to go set this up so I can get that equipment for you. And just kind of got all kinds of stuck. So let me try this again. Were you able to find the fuel? Sorry about that. I was kind of busy with this project here. Were you able to get everything taken care of? Alright. Little momentary frustration there with the truck getting stuck, but that's okay. It only got stuck because I was trying to do something big brain, and it did not work out that well. Alright, let's try this. Oh, geez, this thing's gonna need fuel. You regret? What happened? What happened? Oh. Oh, that's a problem. Not the end of the world, though. You flip both? What do you mean both? What else is flipped? Oh, the pike is flipped. Oh, okay, that's no problem. That can be easily remedied. That's alright. What can't be remedied is the lack of fuel in my equipment hauler right now. Squeeze through here. Just going to park this over here for now. That is going to need a beeline for fuel. As far as the trucks being flipped over, let me see if I can remedy that for you. This is what I call a side quest. You know, we're working on the main project, which is the big road, and we've just we've gone off on a couple of side quests, and that's okay. That's part of the adventure. Let's see what we can do here. I should be able to get this flipped over. I just need to move it first. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Dozer's good. The dozer is upright again. Alright, let's see about... Oh, you got the equipment hauler. Perfect. That thing is low on fuel. If you want to take that over to Harbor Base, that would be great. Let's see what I can do here. I need to refuel the tank on this thing, and then I can bring it over there to get you more fuel. we go. Here, you want to let me hop into the equipment hauler? I can get it refueled. Yeah. I did get the dozers up right, so you should be able to use the dozer. Alright, this is refueled and ready to go when it's time for that step of the project. I'm just going to leave it right here for now. It is ready to go. We got to keep putting some... We got to do some more sand work, though. We're almost done with the sand. Let's get that finished up. Get that flattened, and then we can start staging the paving and rolling. Look at that. We're almost there. Almost there. We just got to bring it around this big circle thing. I'm thinking maybe 3 more loads of sand, and then we'll have all the sand we need. It's just a matter of just getting it flattened out, and then we can start paving. We do have some spots here at the beginning of the road that will need a little bit of touch-up, though. So we'll need to get those done. We can get that done. We'll have to get that done before we pave, but other than that, everything else is looking really good. That's just a few spots that I did that. I put down some extra sand in some of those areas just to touch it up. At the beginning of the road, kind of down by the sand quarry, there's just some lumps from some sand I put down for just a few little touch-up spots. It's quite a ways out. You don't necessarily have to go hit those right now, unless you want to. Kind of able to just drive around them right now. No, I do not have the scalper yet. I'm still just using dump truck and quarry right now. And yes, hi, welcome to the stream. This is hard mode, so I'm being very pick and choose with which vehicles I want to purchase upgrades for, because there's not a lot of money for just getting all the vehicles. So for now I am set up to just run back and forth to the quarry. Oh no! Yeah, those rocks will get you. Actually, I could probably get away with just one more load of sand and then we'll be done. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, fuel is expensive. Vehicles are even more expensive. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, what I found when in doubt, just hit it. Sometimes it flips back over. Because also with hard mode, I can't recover my vehicles. I mean, I can in an emergency, but it costs me 10,000 to recover a vehicle. So it's you gotta get figured out how you want to flip things back over, do your own recoveries, that kind of deal. So money is very scarce. I have a lot of it right now. I have 112, but I'm also just like, I don't want to spend it on anything right now. But there's a couple of vehicle upgrades. Yeah, I have it on hard mode, so it's 10 grand to recover a vehicle. It doesn't matter what the vehicle is; it's 10 grand to recover. And I can't use the mobile recovery. It's only garage recovery, so not a lot of options for that. So kind of playing a little differently here with the whoa, excuse me, oh my god. Playing a little differently here with the hard mode, so I don't really have the best vehicles. I have upgraded where I feel like the most critical vehicles are to upgrade. I've got an upgraded equipment hauler, I've got a mule, I have the big dump truck that I'm using, and I've paid for the dozer, which those I feel like are the most critical vehicles to have better versions of. And right now I am just stockpiling the cash for a bit before I decide to buy another vehicle, because I do have enough for another vehicle, but every time you buy a vehicle, it's roughly 100,000 just to buy a new vehicle. So it's definitely one of those you gotta make the right and most meaningful decision when it comes to buying a vehicle, because I do not have access to everything for hard mode, which, you know, kind of adds to some of the fun and the challenge. I know I definitely want to pick up the bridge layer, because I know for a fact I'm going to need the bridge layer to do one of the DLC maps, and it might be handy, but it's also more of like a niche thing until it's actually required, so. But we shall see. That's a long ways out yet. Still working on Sojourn at the moment. But yeah, hard mode is tough. I definitely do miss just having the vehicles, right? Like, just, oh, I want to get this vehicle. It looks cool. I unlock this vehicle. I want to add this to my fleet. I do miss that aspect, but I also appreciate the vehicles that I purchase a lot more, because they are just more meaningful vehicle upgrades. And there we go. The sand is done. The sand for the road is done. We just need to make sure it's all flattened out all the way up. So there we go. All right. But yeah, I'm still using the rusty pavers. I haven't. I think I want to buy one of the paving equipment next, but I'm not sure which one I should get, or if I even need to. I know they definitely would be nice to have for sure. Kind of just. I haven't really thought about buying the vehicle yet, the next vehicle anyway, but there's a couple of things on my mind that I might want. The scalper being one of them. I think that would be huge, especially with where I'm at in Sandswept. Alright, the paving equipment is staged and ready to go. Is everything looking super flat up here? I think so. Alright, I am going to jump in the paver. If you would like to follow me along in the roller, we'll be able to get this going. This section is not quite flat yet, but that's okay. It's good enough. It's mostly just the edge there. Oh yeah, for sure. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because like, I really think the bridge layer would come in handy in a pinch for sure. Because with hard mode, it is definitely more costly to build bridges and stuff. I picked up a rock. Just move that rock out of the way. But yeah, there's a couple of good options out there. I'm kind of just wanting to stockpile the cash because it's not enough to have the cash for the vehicle with hard mode, because I still also have to make sure I have the fuel I need to maintain my vehicle fleet for a bit, because the last thing I want to be is like out of money and now I can't refuel my vehicles or anything like that. So kind of just wanting to make sure what my metric is like, I usually look at what vehicle I want to purchase, the vehicle cost, and then I want to make sure I have 20% more than what the vehicle costs. And that just gives me a nice, almost round number to say, hey, I have enough for this vehicle, and then when I purchase it, I'm going to have enough overhead to maintain the fleet while I keep working on objectives and missions and things like that. So I'm kind of just trying to go up the right side of what I want this road to be, and then I'm gonna do another pass go in the other direction with it. It'll be a nice 2-lane road for the most part. Be nice and smooth. We can send these convoys up here. I'm also like, I'm really tempted to pick up one of the new forestry machines for the forestry update that just came out. Mostly the log forwarder, because the rusty log forwarder you get is just, it's really annoying to use sometimes, and I think having a better vehicle for actually transporting logs is going to be super handy, because I have found, especially in hard mode, I have found the wood bridges to be the most versatile and easy to pick up and put down when I need a bridge. Just because of the material costs for concrete and metal bridges are just so much that it's just way easier to say, I'm just going to cut down a couple of trees and build a bridge. So that's another option I have as well, is the better forwarder, and I can hear the roller behind me getting this road all set up. So you're doing great. You're doing a great job. Get this rock out of here. Oh, there we go. I went right over the rock. There we go. But yeah, I gotta put a lot of thought into what I want the next vehicle to be. These initial ones that I purchased, I'm like, yes, I want that. Like, you know, it's because of hard mode, I'm not driving the paver and roller around all over the map. So it's like, it made sense that one of my first vehicle purchases was the Zix equipment hauler to make it easier to move my stuff around the map, which is going to save fuel and save costs by just being more capable of moving my stuff around. I felt like that was a good investment. Having the better, larger dump truck has been super handy because it makes it easier to get the sand from the quarries, and then just having the better dozer is just, it's just a better dozer. It's a lot more stable and more fun to use. But I've definitely been at like a kind of a crossroads. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between a couple of different things in terms of what I would like to get for the next upgrade. But I haven't really come to a decision yet because I'm still searching for that, you know, roughly 140, 160,000 in the bank before I fully commit to one vehicle or another. Which I think we'll get there soon, but the last couple of days we've been doing this, we've been working on just really large projects and not really getting a lot of money for it. Like, you know, today we're working on this big road. Is this big road excessive? Yes. Is it awesome? Yes. Do I need a big road? No. Probably not. I mean, maybe. I mean, there's just some spots that I'm just like, it would just be kind of a nightmare to try to get these routes done without a big road. And I don't know, I just find doing a big road project is kind of fun. Especially we got folks in the chat coming to help out, hang out, and help out with the road. I really appreciate that. You've been a big help tonight. I really appreciate it. Let me get out of the way here. You can roll that end. Yeah, go ahead and get that end rolled up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start paving down. We'll just go do the other side and we'll get a nice double laned road here. Yeah, that's the one thing. I hate how wide the turning radius is on that thing to turn it around, but yeah, I haven't had a chance to try the new log forwarder yet, but I mean, I'm definitely going to try it before I actually say, hey, I want to buy this for my hard mode. Because if the new one isn't really going to fit what I'm looking for in my hard mode, I'll probably just buy the better Prosecco, or maybe just not if it's not any better, but I definitely got some testing and tuning to do. I do have an alternate profile that I play on that's, you know, got some more leniency with the money to try new vehicles and things like that. So probably just have to do some testing and tuning to figure out what I want to run. I'm kind of all over these rocks at the moment. There we go. Yeah, the Cat 745C from SnowRunner is kind of a fun, like, little niche vehicle to use, though. I haven't used it too much, but that reminds me, one of these days I gotta get back to my SnowRunner hard mode that I was doing. I kind of got like halfway through Alaska and I've stopped. I gotta get back to that. Oh, box explosion. Let's go. Now that I think about it, SnowRunner streams might be something I'm going to try to schedule in moving into next year. I'm going to be doing some thinking and just kind of overhauling the plan for the channel for next year. And I think SnowRunner Hard Mode might be something I might try to pencil in. Maybe not every week, but maybe like every other week or something. I don't know. I gotta do some planning this week and get some stuff together. So. But I have been thoroughly enjoying Roadcraft Hard Mode. Like, as much fun as the regular game mode is, when I flipped it to Hard Mode for the first time, it was just a way more enjoyable experience. I know there's like, it's like heavily restricted, and it honestly, like, on paper, it sounds miserable. I think it's, to me, it feels like I wouldn't say better, but a more enjoyable experience, but a different type of enjoyable. Because I've always been a big fan, like, when you're playing, it doesn't matter what type of game it is, but I've always been a fan of meaningful choice. Like, choosing how to spend your funds, how to spend your upgrade points, that sort of thing. Having meaningful upgrades is something I really enjoy in the game. And that was something I got with Roadcraft Hard Mode, was meaningful upgrades on the vehicles and those things. Because I felt like when I was playing like regular Roadcraft, it was like, as soon as you like, your phone died? Oh no. Yeah, no worries. Well, welcome back. But yeah, that's what I like about Roadcraft Hard Mode, is the meaningful choice when it comes to your vehicle upgrades. It makes it, when you buy a new vehicle, it's very impactful to your gameplay and how you can tackle future objectives, and not necessarily by saying, oh, I can finally do this now, but it's more of like, I can finally do this a little bit better than I could before. Because, you know, with the rusty vehicles cover everything you need to do, but having the better versions of those things to do those things a little bit better is a lot more meaningful. Maybe that's just because I spent so many years playing MMOs that I'm just like, ah, yes, meaningful choice. This feels really good. Number go up, things get better, that kind of deal, so. Alright, the road has been paved. Oh. Let's get this thing back up on the trailer. Alright, how's it looking? Does it need another pass of rolling, or is it pretty good? No, that actually looks really good. There's a couple of frayed edges, but that's not important. The main part is we've got the road done. But if you want to go do another pass over it, that's perfectly fine too. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these routes and adjust the routes as needed. Oh. Been changing between SnowRunner and Roadcraft, but ain't going to start hard mode in either of them. Too many. Yeah, I hear ya. For sure, I hear ya. What's this here? Which route did I plot already? Oasis Gas. I'll put that. Oh, no. No. Cancel route. No, that's not what we're doing. Well, that's part of why I've decided, like, I don't really do hard mode, like, when I want to just casually game, but I really enjoy hard mode for stream content. Like, it's more fun to me to play on a stream with the hard mode versus just playing by myself with hard mode. I don't know if that makes much sense, but I definitely, like, my hard mode playthrough on, like, SnowRunner was all done, like, in a stream series that I was working on. And it's the same thing with Roadcraft. Like, I actually tried, like, a Roadcraft, like, solo hard mode, and I was just like, nah, this ain't it. Like, it was just, like, it was fun, but it was like, I'm already doing this on stream. I don't need to do this in my fun hours. And it's not that it's not fun, right? It's not fun. It is fun, but I don't know. I'm gonna try and move these points around, but is my Jeep running? Oh no, it's almost out of fuel. Yeah, exactly. Too many games to play, too little time to get much into any of them. Exactly. I hear that. Especially since, like I said, I play a lot of MMOs, so that is my main game time outside of doing videos, streams, that sort of deal. And let me tell you, MMOs take up a lot of time. They take up so much time, but it's fun. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this one over so I can move this guy. Why are you not wanting to do what I want you to do? There we go. But yeah, I started a second Roadcraft Hard Mode, and I think I got a little bit into Sunken, and I was already working on Sunken on stream. And my plan was to kind of get a plan together for what I wanted to do on stream, and then I realized, no, it's more fun to just do it and learn on the fly on stream. You're done? Good job. Fantastic. The road looks amazing. So I decided just, my only hard mode is going to be the stream profile, and that is that. I do have another hard mode profile that I use for some family co-op that I do, so but that's a different situation. So Alright, this is looking good here. Let me move this one over here. This one over here to the middle of the road. This one over here. This one over there. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, the trucks are on their way. Watch out on the road, the trucks are coming. Oh, the trucks are falling out of the sky. Alright, you want to go ahead and drive that thing up onto the trailer for me? Alright, go ahead and shut her down and jump on out of there so I can strap him down and get him moved. How it works is, other players can use their own vehicles, but you do have to play by the hard mode rules. So you're not able to recover your vehicles. You will have to pay for fuel for your vehicles, but you do have access to your own fleet of vehicles if you wanted to, for a hard mode. But J. Jude here has been helping out this evening with this big road request. And he's been just using my vehicles here, which has been a fun adventure here. So, just going to get this moved out of the way. We can send the next route. And we got a massive road project done today. So, I really appreciate the help with that. These trucks are on their way. Sort of. Are they getting stuck over here? Yeah. It's a big road. Alright, what is going on here? What is going on with the trucks here? What is going on with that? They seem to take this angle a little sharply, so I'm going to shift these points over a little bit. That should help them get up the hill. Okay, hold on. I'm going to move. This one's got to be moved over because they keep swinging towards that wall. There we go. Yep, they're getting there now. They're still swinging a little close to the wall, but they're getting where they gotta go. I'm worried about this little spot here. They're actually gonna get through there, or are they gonna get stuck? It looks like it's just a little too sharp of an angle for the truck. We're good. All right. All right, look at that. We got the Oasis gas plant is up and running again. So, look at that. We actually got an objective done. And now we need to do the canyon gas holder here, which we got to run some cabling. We're going to run some cable from somewhere right here. Okay, so that's going to have to cross. That's going to have to... Oh, what am I going to do about that? What am I going to do about that? I built this road, and now I got to run a cable. I should have done that first. Why didn't I do that first? Why did I not do the electricity cable first? Huh. Oh well. I'll figure that out. For now, we're going to plot a route. Let's plot this next route here. Yeah, we'll just... Same way here. Let's go alongside this route here. This will go right alongside the route we've already got going here. I am not quite sure on this connect electricity one, though. That might be a problem. But I might be able to get the cable around the road somehow. If I can get it around to just the other side of the road and just kind of go up one side of the road, I think it'll work out just fine. Got this convoy over here right now. And as I'm trying to plot the route, and it's like, you can't do that because there's a truck here, and I'm like... Alright, there we go. That convoy's on the way. Alright. I appreciate you parking and staging the trucks. Thank you very much. Alright. We're going to need this cable machine. I need the cable machine. Okay, so the power has to start from here, right? So the power starts from here. I think I can bring it out this way. And then I think we can just kind of cut across this here. Over here. And then I think I should be able to run the cable parallel with the road. But I am worried about the railroad tracks here. But I think there's a spot right here that I left that we can jump across the tracks and probably use this backside through here. So if I can just stay up through here, I might be able to get the cable run. Otherwise, I'm not really sure how to do that without messing up the road. What did you get stuck on? Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a plan for this power cable. Let me see something here. Okay, yeah, I can definitely bring it along that backside there. I can go across the railroad tracks here, right next to the road. That shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be too much of a problem to do that. Might be a little tricky, but I think I can manage getting this cable over here without ruining the road. Let's see. What's that? That was running. Alright, so I think I'll save the power cable for another day. I think what we'll work on now is steel pipes. We need to get some steel pipes made at the factory and then store them over at the harbor base. We need 11 pipes. So that's what I think we'll work on for now. Are you in my mule? Yes, you are in my mule. Okay. Alright, let's work on some pipes for a little bit. I'll workshop that cable run for next time. Next time I do this map on stream. We're not going to worry about the cable map right now because there's a possibility I might have to break a section of the road and repave it. But I'd like to see if I can do it without doing that, and I think I'll just save that for another day. While I got you here, I think we'll work on a project and we'll get some pipes made, so... So I'm going to use the big crane so I can start moving some metal scrap. Nope. Oh, you're bringing the dump truck over. Thank you. All right. Let's head on over to the pipes. So we need 11 pipes, so head on into this dock area, pick up whatever scrap metal you can find, and take it over to the pipes facility. So I'm gonna head over to the backside here. There's some like mega large pipes, and I'm gonna get those loaded up. Yeah, it definitely would have. But yeah, the bike. Yeah, I probably should be better about throwing the vehicles around, but I was just trying to just quickly get it flipped over. So yeah, you try doing that in SnowRunner, and that vehicle is going to need a new motor. So. Oh, buddy, buddy, I'm sorry about that. I think he's lost. There we go. That's good. Can't load? What's going on? Yeah, that'll do. Oh, AFK. Alright. No worries. I did not realize you could, just pick up the AI convoys. You can't pick up the blue thing. Are the crane controls not working? All right, let me get this pipe dropped off and let's see what's going on. I'm not sure why you've been having troubles with the utility functions of the vehicles. That's been kind of strange so far this evening, but I know we've been kind of making do, but let's see. Oh, it's because you're new. Oh, okay. So on your screen, what platform are you on? You don't know the controls. Okay, perfect. Then, you know, I wish you would have said that earlier. I'd have been able to help you out with the controls a little bit better. VR. Like Xbox app. Okay, are you using an Xbox controller or mouse and keyboard? Oh, you know the controls now. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you have to use left bumper and right bumper to cycle the crane controls. So if you press and hold left bumper and right bumper, that's going to give you a new set of options that you can control to move the cranes around. Yeah, so if you press and hold the left bumper, you can move the crane up and down, the crane arm, and you should be able to lift it up onto the back of the truck there. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't. I like the Roadcraft controls better. Like it took me a little bit. It's too heavy. You have to raise the crane boom. So there should be a way to lift the crane boom itself, not the rope. But yeah, when I first learned the Roadcraft crane controls, they were so messy because I spent so long playing SnowRunner. But now I'm so in tune with how the Roadcraft crane controls work that I enjoy them more than SnowRunner controls. But when I go back and play SnowRunner, I'm just like, how does the crane work? It's not working. Are you able to... I forget which button it is offhand, because everything's so, like, in tune for me when it comes to these crane controls. Let me get this truck out of the way first, though. Oh, what's the code? TMBWJ. But, like, so when you're in the mule here, right? You hold left bumper, and then on the screen here it says boom vertical and boom horizontal. That allows you to lift the arm up, so you can actually kind of spin around and grab this and lift it. Like this, see? It's just up and down with the boom. And that'll let you lift it up. So that's kind of how it works. I will go ahead and let you jump back in there and give it a go. Okay. Did you see my little demonstration with the crane boom? Or do you need me to show you that again? Okay. All right. So if you look at my screen here, I've got the crane functions, and when I hold left bumper, that pulls up crane control mode, like this. And you can see the option I have is boom vertical, which is up and down on the D-pad, which allows you to lift the crane up and down. So what you do is you spin the boom around to the right and grab onto the blue thing, and then you can lift it up in the air like that and then move it around where you need to put it. So it's up and down on the boom is how you do your lift. So I'll let you jump in there and give it a try. So hold left bumper, and then you can lift the boom up and down. Yeah, no worries. I want to give you time to learn. I want to try to help you out with these controls. There you go. That's up. That's down. There you go. And then you can just go ahead and just lower it right down into the truck there. I do have something in the back of the truck there. I don't know what that is, though. Unless that was something you already loaded. Alright. So now you can go ahead and strap and unstrap. Strap it down. There you go. And then what you can do is on your right bumper, your crane functions, you can fold crane and toggle anchors with right bumper. So if you fold the crane, it'll put the crane back. There you go. Yeah, that's true. You do have to swap to the different menus to actually use the different controls, which is a little frustrating at times. All right, so wait. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Yep, follow me. All right, you want to take the scrap over to the pipes facility first. So you're gonna follow me over this way. And you're gonna drive into this big yellow square on the left here. Sorry, I hit the box there. That big yellow square to my left. You're going to drive into there and then unstrap the cargo. So drive into the box and then unstrap the cargo. And that will scrap it. And now we have 5 steel pipes available. So that's all we got to do right now. We got to get 11 pipes. We got to get 11 pipes loaded up. So keep scrapping metal until we have 11 pipes. There you go. Well, I will say, for someone being new to the game, you have done a fantastic job helping me with my projects on hard mode this evening. I really appreciate your help. Oh, can I not grab those pipes? I can't grab. Okay. That's fine. I thought these pipes I could grab as well. It was just the 2 there. But I know there's a big pile of them on the back here. There's a big pile of them somewhere back here. Where were they? Where were those? There they are. Yeah, absolutely. Huge thumbs up. Jay's been a great asset to the project today, and I really appreciate it. Is what good? What do we got going on? Oh, no, wrong way, wrong way. You gotta back up and head to the pipes facility. But I see you got that tractor loaded up. Very nice. Yeah, no worries. This place is kind of confusing, so... Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah. That happens sometimes. So, when you have these big objects like the tractor loaded on the back of the truck, it does make it kind of unstable sometimes. But hey, I got a big crane here to help you out, so. I'll even get you pointed in the right direction. Yeah, the wobbly mule with the way that tractor is packed right now, you're going to want to go very slow and very slow turns. That thing gets super wobbly, especially because you got all the weight loaded on the right side of it there. So when you try to make a left turn, it's going to just really turn it around. So go slow, go slow, go slow, go slow. Yep, you want to go very slow when you're holding the mule like that. Alright, we just need a few more pipes, and then we gotta haul them over to the garage for storage. There we go. Yeah, the mule isn't sturdy. I am actually really glad they added a Voron with a crane, but they did that after I started my hard mode, so I don't have the crane Voron on this profile yet. I really like the mule though. All right, that should be enough steel if you want to go ahead and scrap that. Okay. Um. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. Okay. Actually, no. I wanted. Where's my other crane at? Where's the other crane? Where is my other crane? There it is. Oh, it's on the map somewhere. Okay, never mind. Okay. Jay, what I want you to do is go ahead and jump into the Voron that I have right here. We do have 11 pipes now. So if you go ahead and jump in the Voron, I'll jump in the Mule. And I'll go ahead and get you loaded up with pipes. And have you do delivery runs. Hey, just sit tight right there. Sit tight right there. I'm going to get you loaded up with pipes. Alright, do you want to go ahead and just park the vehicle right alongside me, parallel? Actually, I should be able to reach you there. Yeah, there you go, there you go. That's good, that's good. Alright. I'm going to load you up with 3 pipes. It was pretty close, but we don't have to bring these very far either. So I think what I'll do is I'll just load up Jay here. We'll just do 3 pipes at a time, and I can put some in the Mule as well. Because the base drop-off is not very far from the pipes facility. Hold on, Jay. I'm going to get you one more. Get you one more pipe. There you go. Strap those down. And take those over to the garage. There is a yellow circle by the garage. And just like scrapping at the facility, you're going to drop those off at the garage. Oh, this thing's way up in the air. I didn't realize how high up it was. All right, so yeah, right in there, just go to the yellow box and unpack. Which one? I can never remember which one it is. Um, I believe it's the one on the left. Just unpack the cargo and drive through both, and it'll just pick up. I'm sorry, I can't. I always forget which one it actually needs to go to. I think it's that one. Yep, there we go. Okay, perfect. The pipe's unloaded. Yeah, the cross one. There we go. I always get mixed up which one it is. It's like I get into a flow and I'm like, okay, I know it's that one, but I'm like, is it really that one? I don't know why that's like the one thing I can never fully remember. Yep, same spot right there. I'm going to load you up with 3 more pipes. Oh, I might need you to come a little closer. Yeah, I can't quite reach you from there. Yeah, I think so as well. I really wish they were a little bit clearer. Because it's like, I've been playing for so long and I still like mix up like which one it actually needs to go to. Alright, and off we go. I'm going to go deliver this batch because I need to get some fuel. Alright, we just need 2 more. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. For sure. By the way, if either of you guys haven't seen yet, I do have a community Discord link in the description of the stream. If you guys want to jump in and be part of the community, and you get stream alerts and things like that, we can organize community game nights, group up, play more Roadcraft and Expedition, SnowRunner, that sort of deal. So I do have a open community Discord. Their link is in the video description as well, if you would like to take part. Go ahead and get these last couple delivered here. All right. You can go ahead and transfer the resources. I'll wait for Jay to get back, though, before we actually do that. But yeah, we got the community Discords open. I have a link to my expedition spreadsheet there. You'll also get alerts every time when I remember to ping the Discord for video uploads and stream notifications and that deal. So. But I appreciate everybody hanging out so far tonight. It's been a good time. Jay has been a great help for the projects tonight. Thank you very much, Jay. All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a very relaxing game for sure. I love SnowRunner, Roadcraft, Expeditions. They're all just super relaxing games, and I like making content for them and having discussions. And it's fun to group up with folks once in a while to go out and have some fun. So. But yeah, we made some great progress. We got this amazing looking road here. This is great. I'm probably going to have to tear parts of it up, though, unfortunately, to do this cable run later. But I'm hoping I don't have to. Hoping I can squeeze through here without actually tearing the road up. It's going to be a bit of a stretch, but I think I can do that. It depends on if I can run the cable up alongside parallel with the road, because if I can go like down through here, kind of across right here, I can use this area to run the cable, and that should work out just fine. But I'm gonna save that project for later. Hopefully we get some more when we turn this in. But yeah, we're making really good progress on these maps. I did Deluge last week. Deluge last week was a lot of fun. And having some fun here on Sojourn today. I think it's too rough. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a chance I can squeeze it through there. That's going to be an interesting puzzle. I am worried I'm going to have to tear up sections of the road just to get the cable, and then probably just pave back over it and just kind of redo just a couple of small sections of the road. I won't know until I actually get the cable machine over there and actually try it, but I think there's like I gave it probably a 20% chance that I can run the cable without actually tearing up any sections of this road that we built. So it's not my road, it's our road. We worked on it together. And I think there's a chance. One thing I want to look at, this route keeps failing right here, and I am not quite sure why. I'm going to dispatch these again. I think it might be this little spot here. I think they're kind of getting stuck there, so I'm going to try to send them this way. I guess I should have gone a little bit more this way with the road. We kind of went straight in instead, which probably works, but there's like a rock here. I think that rock is causing the problem. But and what is this? This area looks kind of neat down through here. I don't think there's anything there, but it's kind of a neat little terrain formation there. There's clearly a path to get down there for some reason. Like there's like clearly defined paths to get down here, so I wonder if there is like a side objective to head down that way. We haven't even gone up on this side of the map yet. I'm assuming we're probably going to get up there next. And then I don't know if there's more over on the other side. Oh yeah, those things get stuck like crazy. It drives me nuts. So I got that going. And yeah, there's the Wayfarer. Yeah, that's another vehicle option I've been thinking about for hard mode. Actually, let's take a moment and just look at the vehicle store real quick. So for vehicle options, like these are the this is the new tractor one right there. You can see the vehicle prices here on hard mode. But this is an option I've been thinking about. It is a Wayfarer, but this is a massive fuel truck that I can use for remote refueling for my vehicles. And I feel like that would be super handy in some situations. It is 138,000 and it is a Wayfarer. But I think if I get the infrastructure up right, this would be super handy to get fuel to places. The other alternative I've been using for fuel is at the construction zones, the construction depots. Where is it at on this map? I can't remember where it's at. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. At the construction depot, you can buy a canister of fuel for 5,000, and it's like 15,000 liters or something like that. Or maybe it's 4,000 liters for $5,000. But it's a big canister that you can put in a truck. I tend to throw that in the one of the Vorons that I have, because I can just haul it around as a fuel carrier. It's an alternative. It's definitely cheaper than buying a Wayfarer for sure. Let's see. We've also got the paver. We can do that. Oh, welcome back. I was waiting for you to get back so we can finish the job. So let's go ahead and transfer the resources. And that'll finish up. And that's all there is. Okay, I thought there was going to be a speech from Kelly or something, but all that's left is to run the power cable. Which is not something I want to do today. And I've also been streaming for about 3 hours and it's getting kind of late. So I am going to be calling it here shortly. I am just kind of going through the shop right now of possible vehicle upgrades. for what we want to look at. You know, the Prosecco, I don't know if this would be worth really upgrading or not. There's the roller. The Invictus might be good. I don't really need a scout though. The bowhead, also a good choice. No, unfortunately, I won't be able to do a stream tomorrow. I am traveling out of town tomorrow. So it'll probably be a couple of days before I jump into more Roadcraft. But I'm always happy to have you join in for sure. Something for the roads? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I do have the Arling Roadworks unlocked now, which is the different paver and roller. I haven't had a chance to test these out to see if they would be worth purchasing or not, but that is the one thing in like the fleet of vehicles that I'm missing is a better paver and roller. So I guess the question is like, should I get these different ones or just get the upgraded versions of the ones that I already have? You know, and then we got the other tree harvester. I do like the regular tree harvester that I have, so it's not wide enough. Yeah, I don't know if this is any wider though, but yeah, there's a couple of options there. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So, but yeah, I am going to be wrapping things up here for the evening. Jay, I really appreciate your help this evening. You have been a great asset, and I'm happy to have you along on my Roadcraft journeys anytime you're available. There will not be a... Oh, let me go to the map here, get away from the engine sounds. I will not have a stream tomorrow or next Monday. I typically try to stream Monday and Tuesday, but with holidays and travels and all that, I probably won't have any sit down for any streams until we get into the new year. I will be posting some information in my Discord as well as in the community post tab of the YouTube channel on when to expect more streams and those sorts of things. So if you pay attention to those updates, I will be happy to have you along with the journey anytime in the future. I really appreciate your help this evening. You've been a great help getting this big road project done. I would still probably not be done with it without your assistance. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And Tyro, thank you so much for tuning in to the chat and everybody else that was lurking today. I really appreciate all of the support this evening, tuning into the stream, hanging out. We'll play some Roadcraft this evening. So I got to go get ready. I got to get some holiday travels going in tomorrow. So I hope everybody has a happy holidays and has good time if you're spending time with your family, if you're traveling. Safe travels to everybody. And thank you all for tuning in and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, I will see you on the job site. Bye-bye. We're so broke. Yeah, we're broke. The vehicles are so expensive on hard mode. Yes, you as well. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hope you guys all have a good time. And thank you again for your support and your help. And until next time, guys. Bye-bye.